Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Laura Jane. This video is part of the Marvelous Monthly video hunt, and I have details in the description box below. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to look at the new Stargazer Lily layering die set. It is the Craft-A-Flower. Now it is listed as having 17 dies, but as I counted several times, there are 19 dies. I went ahead and changed that because there are two that are identical. One has that special, if you can see that, has that arrow for placement, and then you have the top one that covers it. So you have that in place, and then a second one goes over the top. It adds more dimension, and it is perfectly placed. So that happens twice in here. Let me find the other duplicate. It's kind of like an I Spy here. I believe it's this one. Yes, so the other duplicate is this tiny one. So this has an arrow right here for placement, and this one goes on top. I chose a piece of mixed media background that I created in a previous video, and I cut all of my flower pieces from that background created using the stamp wheel sticky mat. I will link that up in the corner here so you can see how that came together. So I cut all of those pieces out and assembled my flowers according to the guide. And I was so thankful for this guide as it helped tremendously getting these blooms together. I cut the leaves from a piece that had been inked up with the Diamond Mandala 3D embossing folder. So I like to craft a bit with my granddaughter, and she likes to play with the embossing folders. We ink up folders of the color of her choice. We run it through, and she was just amazed with the colors that come out. And I find that those are my favorite pieces to use for leaves for my craft flowers. I was very happy to see that all the leaves were on one die, and I cut those out several times. Also going to be using the Floral Diamond Blocks embossing folder for the finished card. Just emboss that with, I believe it's 110-pound white cardstock. Trimmed that down. So I wanted to add some scoring to the edge that did not have any embossed going on. So I love that the stylus has a drawer of its own. After assembling them, I took the dual tip pens and added extra veining on the debossed lines of the lily, just for some extra detail work. The fine tip on the dual tip pens is perfect for making the little dots on the center of the star lilies kind of pop. I fiddled with those leaves a bit to get just the right composition of flowers and leaves. I do like a lot of leaves on there. When I was happy with the arrangement, I used the seal and press to hold my composition in place. Used a little bit of dimension foam tape to raise some of the leaves and the Stargazer lilies up. Added a few sequins, a little more splatters, and I heat embossed hugs with rose gold embossing powder. I hope you enjoyed watching this card come together, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for crafting with me.